It's Friday, February 20th at about 3:45 in the afternoon, and we're getting heavy snow after a day of mostly freezing rain. We got a few millimeters of freezing rain on the trees, so especially the conifers are bending over quite a bit in some areas. And this heavy snow is going to go on for probably another hour or so, getting up to maybe 5+ centimeters or more, so not a huge amount, but really coming down. And I'm glad we're getting the snow because our trails and the driveway were getting like a glaze of ice, almost like a skating rink. So with them still being wet, now the snow is coming down and attaching to the surface, so it's made it not so frozen now, so much easier to walk on than it was this morning. Very heavy snow. So this whole next week is looking pretty unsettled with cloud and or snow and flurries pretty well every day. The temperature's staying fairly moderate, up around the 0 or slightly below 0 each day, and then down to -3 or -5 at night. Nothing too extreme, luckily, so that'll be good. Sure coming down now though. It's the next morning now, Saturday, February 21st at about 9:30, and we got a lot more snow than I thought we were going to get last night. We got about 15 centimeters. The trees are quite heavily laden with snow because it stuck to the freezing rain that was in the trees, so you'll see along the way that the trees are fairly heavily laden and bending over in places. This makes the snow blowing hard because I can't even walk under this tree. It's so bent over. But I was planning to use the snowblower out here today because the walking's getting a little difficult again. There's about 6 inches of new snow on the ground. Yeah, over the last week or so, a week and a half, we've actually gotten rid of probably 5 or 8 centimeters of the snow that we had due to warmer days, melting, a bit of rain here and there. But we've got it all back again with last night's snow, so we're still got deep snow on the ground. 1.5 feet, 2 feet deep in most places, which is good going into spring. I think I may have forgotten to say at the start that it's -5 degrees out right now. So not too cold. Well, the plows have been along here already, and the piles are building up once again. They had pushed the piles off to the side quite extensively with the plows, even to the extent where people were going off into the ditch because they'd plowed the sides off too far, and people thought they could drive there when it was actually going down into the ditch a little bit. Well, I was lucky enough this morning to get some nice video, I believe, of a pileated woodpecker that was coming to my suet feeder. He didn't seem to mind that I was standing there. I brought the camera out on the tripod and just filmed him from about 30 feet away, I guess, 25 feet. So quite nice to get that. Hopefully I can get a video created with parts of that footage. It's hard to believe now we're most of the way through February. So it won't be too long till we're in March, and then things will probably be getting a little more spring-like eventually. These beech leaves look pretty with the snow draped on them. I'm sure the mammals out in the forest here must be getting really tired of this winter. It's been a hard one. We've got a little group of deer that I see quite often out here, roaming around, eating twigs and things. And there's virtually nothing on the ground they can get to. And then the predators like coyotes and foxes and things like that, they must be having a really hard time. Just getting through the snow would be hard enough, never mind trying to catch prey like rabbits and squirrels or mice. A lot of the mice are subnivean, that is, they're living under the snow. They don't even come to the surface now. Often when the snow is this deep, they just live their lives under the deep snow, excavating tunnels and roaming from place to place. Now, fox and coyotes may still be able to catch them, but it'll be a lot harder. They have to use their acute sense of hearing to hear where they are and then try and get in through the deep snow to get them, which isn't easy. So I'm sure they're struggling and may even be in a starvation state by now, some of them, unless they've managed to maybe catch a deer or something that can feed them for a few days. Tough times for the wildlife. It's amazing how many of these young deciduous trees are even bent over across the trail with that ice. But there's probably 4 or 5 millimeters of ice on there, depending where you look. So it adds up, I guess, the weight. Hemlock branches are hanging low in most of the areas. Yeah, it's going to be tricky snow blowing this trail because there's so many branches hanging down right over the trail like this. And the snow doesn't just brush off them, it's stuck on with the freezing rain. So I guess I won't be able to do it today until this stuff melts off or something. Okay, we're pretty well done our walk on the north part of the property. I think that's probably all I will film this morning. I still have yet to go around the south end, but I think that's all I'm going to bother filming. Hope you enjoyed that walk around the property after yet another snowfall, following freezing rain most of the day yesterday.